2 days before the televised home match against Barnet, Mark is preparing the players for what's to come, initially by discussing what's just gone, and by that we mean that disastrous Kidderminster Harriers result.
There's no one sat here. Dan? That's it. There's another 2 seats here. Baz? Cookie? Right. Whose was this? Whose was this? No? No one going to own up to that, no? Okay, I'll take it over. No standards, I'm afraid. So I always like to reflect, because obviously then you get a few little learns. There's always controllables and there's always things that are uncontrollable. So first of all, I feel like Tuesday came up. I feel like it came up a bit too quick. The game just sort of hit us in the face. So that's an uncontrollable, because we are not full-time, we are part-time. So I feel like that caught us out. Another uncontrollable really was, we couldn't really, 90% of the time we'll have the other team's formation, what they're gonna do, and we come second on that one. The controllable, I think a few of you, and I'll always be honest with you, I thought maybe 6 or 7 of you seemed quiet, didn't seem as drilled mentally for that match as you have been. You've been at work for the day maybe, right? You know, you're then going to football. Is it the same as staying overnight in Oldham, Halifax, Hartlepool? No, it's not the same. You've been at work, you're going to football with your bag, right? Now, if you're going to do that, go to work. I was at work all day, same for me. If we're going to do that, you've got to be fucking good at switching on and being ready for that game. So in terms of where we are in my head, ignoring Kidderminster, we are in a great fucking place, yeah? And in actual fact, if you add up the points, you know, Jason's penalty miss against Eastleigh, the fucking York City last half hour when we're winning the game, and Oldham's goal over the line, we'd be on pretty much the same points as Barnet, right? That's where we'd be in this division, right? That's where it is. So this will be a close game, but, you know, the one thing this Barnet team will struggle against is an organised team. Wouldn't it be great? Wouldn't it be great to beat Barnet, or certainly get a really good performance, and then have a 2-week break from the league, and now we've got the FA Cup next week and we're finally going to get to the first round proper. I think our game plan will have to be, I think what we might need to do is bring a bit of National League to them and be quite direct and quite physical. Because I think if we try to be Dorking Wanderers there and try to fucking get the ball down and show off and all that shit, I think we might come fucking, because they're very good at using +1s, they're very good at getting overlaps. Pretty confident Horsham we are going to be long ball National League team. I think we're just going to take no chances. What would you do? Would you play if you knew? Here's one for you. If you knew not playing Briggs would mean you got round to the first round of the FA Cup, would you not play him? Yeah. If he wants to play, we'll play him. But if he's on the pitch, if he sort of starts being a bit whatever, Steve, with Briggsy. He's no good, mate. So he's tried his bollocks to train properly, and then he's just gone to push away. What was it, Briggs? He just felt it like open up. Just felt it open up. Just felt it open up. So obviously you haven't felt anything more damage than that, Briggs, you know?
No. I stopped.
He stopped straight away, but he's just saying he's not right. So he must have something small there, Steve. Surely, like a small fucking, not even a grade 1, a grade 0.5 or something. Surely. So that's where we are, mate. Look, we're not going to make our mind up today on who's going to start this match. It's obviously, this match isn't the be-all of the season. It's another league game. We've got to try and stick with the principles that have got us to where we are. We don't want to start trying to be too clever. We need a 3-5-2 really that can go into a sort of 4-4-2 or 4-5-1 if we need it. That's the bottom line.
so we could walk into the ground if we go.
Yeah. Pull out, fans don't pull out.
Well, we've got TNT Sports arriving this morning with their trucks into our very small car park. So it's a little bit of a logistical nightmare, but hopefully we can fit them in.
We're providing the power for the OB compound. We'll also be doing power for the press area that will be inside the stadium and panel lighting as well. We do a lot of town stadiums, places like this. Maybe the access is a bit better.
Anyway, straight across the back there, and then. So, present reporter here.
Let's go for here.
So, well, I think the doors will be shut on match day, so though we've got access, we'd have to pop them over the fence.
Just two.
1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah.
So this ground is actually quite difficult to rig in the fact that it's not really set up like the other grounds in the league, because obviously you're newly promoted and stuff like that. We've actually got to rig all the way around the outside of the ground, which means that we're putting in around about 7,000 or 8,000 kilometres of cable for this rig today. This is quite big. Normally we'd put probably about 2,000 to 3,000 kilometres in. So this is quite difficult, and the lads will be quite busy rigging that in.
Obviously it's another Wanderers first. We've never been live at home before. So yeah, really looking forward to it. At the moment, the current fan zone behind the Stonegate stand, is shared between home and away, and it gets very busy in there. And understandably, people don't want to go in there sometimes because the queue just gets too big, etc. So we wanted a designated area for our supporters to be able to enjoy a drink, a bite to eat, mingle before the game, half-time, etc. So we approached the council about this area of land that's behind the bank terrace, and they kindly supported us and agreed to a licence that we could use 20 games a season. We can't wait. We're very excited about it. It's just another tick in the box, and hopefully the fans will really enjoy it.
Barnet are doing pretty well this season. Sitting second in the table, they're currently the biggest challengers to runaway leaders Chesterfield. And yet, they were in a similar position this time last year, when Dorking visited the Hive and took all 3 points. It's a feat they repeated during their win-laden run-in at the end of last season. So Barnet manager Dean Brennan will be acutely aware of the threats posed by Mark's side, particularly given the form that they've shown of late. The Barnet gaffer will definitely need more than superstition to beat the Wanderers today, although Mark's not taking any risks when it comes to finding a lucky captain.
I'm going to give Jace the armband because I don't like captains that lose. I'm just being honest, I get superstitious. In my head I'm thinking, he lost that game, so he's doing it now. Like Mac was captain for about 8 games at one point, could he just get winning? No, it's nothing to do with that, Jace, you're captain because I can't handle the superstition of George losing. Yeah.
Captaincy's on the line.
Also, it's a poison chalice because the other 3 are all crippled. Right, boys. Mostly tactical, really, just this quick chat. That's how they play. That's their 3-box, 3-box-1. One thing we didn't cover at training was that, and we've done it brilliantly against Halifax, it's in particularly easy to keep the ball when you play back into your overload. The whole Notts County style I told you about, they're aware, because it's all good and well them pressing when it's static and all the rest of it. But when you go from here, back to here and back to here, it's not flexible. So quite often you can get +1s quite easily playing back into your overload. Just remember that, because I think we're going to go direct quite a lot, and I don't think this is all about winning the game. So I think we are going to be more direct than maybe we've planned for. And we're just going to go and probably, I don't believe, I'd be amazed if their back 3 will cope with Jason and Harry. When it's there to play, you play, right? If it looks tight, first 5, 10, 15 minutes, we are going to make them defend because they do not want to defend this lot. That's what we've got to do today. I think that's what we have to do. That's my gut feeling, to win this game and go into a 2-week break, you know, which would be brilliant for us after a good, tough spell. I think we need to go direct and make them fucking work for it, right? That's what I think we've got to do. So to start the game, we will let them know very quickly we're going to go direct and put it on them. Because also by default, they'll drop off more. And when we do get the ball, they'll just all of a sudden, they won't be ready to go and jump and press. I think this could, if we are prepared to be physical as fuck, I think this could be a game too far for this lot today. I think we're beaten, right? But we're going to have to turn up. We know that, okay? Yeah? All right, boys? So, you know the plan, direct, you know the score. Ain't many in the league would be better than these two. So we're just going to go and join in and complement what they do. All right? Good stuff. I know the answers now. Do you know what I mean? I know the answers, so put me in charge of fucking someone with bigger resources and all the rest of it. I know exactly what to do. And there is a lot of, you know, what do you want to call it? Confidence in everything we're doing to go. Think about this now. Just think about this, like in the cold light of day. Oldham Athletic, Halifax, Hartlepool United. You know, 2 wins and an unfortunate draw. 3 clean sheets. Dorking Wanderers. That's fucking phenomenal. Teams might have one bully that can try and, but when you go with 2, it's very difficult to, you know, continue to be that resilient for the whole game. So we'll see, mate. Look, we've had our fingers burned before, but we are going to be maybe unimpressively, we want to be unimpressive winners today. That is the bottom line, because we want to get 3 points, and I'm not sure the football will be where we want it to be with how drilled they are in high areas pressing. So we're going to miss that bit out and make them defend.
None of us have been in TNT very long because it's only just been created, but of course it is the new version of what was BT Sport, and that's been going for a decade. I've been involved for about 6 or 7 years now, most of which has involved covering the National League, which I've absolutely loved. Absolutely, I didn't really know entirely what to expect, but I think the kind of honesty, the accessibility, the affability of most of the people that you come into contact with has been fantastic. We've had great, amazing stories, obviously, with big teams, little teams, extraordinary finals. Obviously the playoffs add a whole another layer of excitement at the end of every season. We get new teams to look at every year, whether they've come up or come down. So it's an ever-changing landscape. And I think it also, for a lot of fans watching, and for me as a fan, it has a bit of the kind of taste and smell of what football was like a few years ago. Yeah. It's got a kind of, give someone a bit of a whack, they'll get up and give you a whack back. The ref, obviously there's no VAR, so the ref will often let the game flow within reason. I think we get a kind of sense of football clubs as still very much a part of their communities. They're very important, those clubs, to their fans, and I think we try and bring that across on the telly.
So first game on TNT Sports, which is really exciting. Played Barnet. Did a double over them last year, so I'm fairly confident. I think we'll get a 2-1 win today.
We're doing all right. Last few weeks we've been pretty damn good. Bit of a banana skin on Tuesday against Kidderminster. But yeah, we're on form. We should be in the playoffs within the next 2 weeks, I reckon.
The way we started was it was always going to be tough with the injuries, but yeah, I think we've really settled in now. I think we'll be top half this season actually. So really impressed with the boys.
We started off really well. That Chesterfield game we were unlucky to concede late on. Then obviously 4 without Mark White. But no, I think we bounced back. We're doing well. I expect us to finish top 14.
I mean, we're punching way above our weight. I mean, you know, Tuesday was disappointing, admittedly, but bottom line, we're not in the relegation zone. Another 6 points, we could be in the playoff zone. You know, we're doing great.
Last year we finished in the playoffs. Didn't fare quite so well in that, unfortunately. This year we've strengthened over the summer, and we're right in the thick of the title race already.
Yeah, very good mood around the camp. I know we've got a few injuries at the moment, but still very positive.
We've won most of our games, but we've lost a few. We've lost like 2, but that doesn't matter. It won't affect today.
I've seen us win the league 3 times, and I've seen us be relegated 3 times as well. So yeah, it's not never usually a dull season, and but this one is shaping up to be really good.
Yeah, it's been building for the last 2 years, not just on the pitch, off the pitch as well. There's a lot more people coming back that previously haven't been to the Hive as well.
We'll either get promoted, or we will get promoted, probably. Either in the playoff final or top, I don't mind.
Be good. Where were we at the start of play today? What position? Be good we start like no lower. That's always a good sign. Right, so what are we doing here?
Mark's currently chatting to Ant Sheldon, the scout. He's his northern Jonah Hill from Moneyball.
We're gonna go really direct. We're gonna try and make him defend massively. I've made my mind up overnight. We're just gonna their pressing stats, as you know, are quite good.
They're literally like just a notch below them.
Yeah. So they're not. But the other end, I think it's a different story. So we're going to be, because obviously we've got no players. So I think that's our best chance. Alfie scored for Bogner, hasn't he?
Has he?
Alfie's come off the bench and scored.
Back next week, mate. Cup time
Chase,
now.
you hear that?
He said to me,
I bet he's fucking loving it.
Do you know what he said? I ain't going to pass he said, I refuse to pass to Jimmy. He said, I'm going to see how long it is until Jimmy realises that I'm not going to pass to him.
Yeah, ledge. That's ledge, isn't it? You feel good, yeah? I think you can either score the opening goal by cutting in, or just fucking hang it up. No one crossing the ball better. Hang it up for them two. Tom, really lively, but just like first 10, 15 minutes, just keep the ball. Have your touches, keep the ball. But all you've got to do today, and no one does it better than you, is put the ball for them two fuckers, right? Either cut in and score, or deliver to them early, before they've had a chance to set back in. Does that make sense, yeah? Okay, mate, and off the ball, it's man v man.
Is that camera staying there, Turks?
Yeah, I guess so.
Hope he's got a mute.
No, yeah, exactly.
God, dear.
Then have the bloke in the fucking van trying to turn on the lights down. Like.
Feels weird this late at kick-off, doesn't it?
Yeah, so sit at 10.
Dino, Ross, he's made a massive point about, because of the TV, coming out on time. So don't take any risk in going in.
Yeah.
We've done dead balls, haven't we?
Yep.
Right.
Up the Chelsea. I mean,
what the fuck's this ref doing? He's just sprinting around the pitch.
Fucking Lurchio.
Yeah, honestly, mate, he's gone from there to there.
Really?
Yeah, I swear to you.
Getting his step counter.
Look, watch.
There he goes.
There he goes again. Fucking unbelievable, mate. Fuck, I seen him run past me with Bob, but then he ran past back in.
Harrison, you're kicking, got to be on point. Makes a big deal, your decision making is a big deal. Jace, if we're going direct in that, let's just fucking pick on it. Let's pick on it, okay, yeah? Just literally go double team their fucking back line. Old school, right? So we've got 2 fucking targets, one of you wins it, work it out, one get off it. These lot, Bobby, we're going to aim, when we go direct, we're going to be aiming sort of directional. Do you know what I'm saying? So you want to be getting off the back or underneath, yeah? Bob, really fast start from you 2 wingers. Fucking fast start. You're the quietest players in here, which is fine, because you might MOM, that's how you work. That's fine, but you don't get a second chance to make a first impression. So you start this game well, boys, okay? All right, listen, we're going to go direct. We're going to fucking put it on their back 3. We're going to fucking terrorise them with long throws, corners. And the back 4, just stay at home the whole fucking game and defend with a +1. All right, boys, let's get started. Come on.
This is just the build up to the game, so you should go and seek out the next episode because that shows the whole match itself, or join us on YouTube memberships and you can see the whole episode without any interruptions, with an opening credit sequence. And there's a version of this that's nearly an hour and a half long, so maybe that's worth a try.